The ageless Carleen Davis, Minister Carleen Davis. Thank you very much for that selection. Santa Claus, will you ever come to the ghetto? Connie Scarlett Notice says, Merry Christmas, Dervan. To you too, Connie Scarlett Notice, somewhere in the northern section of the state of Florida. Audrey Smith says, afternoon, Dervan and listeners. Happy weekend to all in advance. Tuning in from Southampton. Welcome, Audrey Smith in Southampton. Great words, she says as well. Oh, these words attributed, well, the comment is attributed to Connie Scarlett Notice. Ricardo in Glengoff, St. Catherine is tuned in as well. Nicola in Central Florida says, good afternoon, Dervan. To you too, Nicola. Jeannie Chambers says, good afternoon, teacher. Season's greetings to you and family. To you too, Jeannie Chambers. Cherry Henry says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan and listeners. Have a great weekend and a Merry Christmas when it comes. Same to you, Cherry Henry. Audrey Smith says, hi, Dervan. Forgot to mention, wish you, your family and listeners and crew on the program a happy Christmas and a pleasant and peaceful new year. Stay safe, and the same to you. And keep those comments coming in as we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Paro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And still taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. Let's clear some more messages. Nelly says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Compliments of the season from my house to your house. Merry Christmas. Same to you, Nelly. And all the very best. Let me see which Nelly this is. Oh, okay. And let's come down the line to clear some of the other messages. Roy Lawrence says, hola, Professor, what do you think about a research into cancer cells' ability to replicate itself almost indefinitely and apply this DNA to normal cells? Man would be able to live forever, almost. What do you think? Well, that would be quite something. That's as much as we can say. That's as much as we can say at this time. But thank you for sharing nonetheless. And please feel free to share your thoughts on the season. What does Christmas mean to you? What does Christmas mean to you? And what are some of the aspects, the elements that go into a Jamaican Christmas that you love the most or you like to share? Feel free. The lines are open. 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number. Let's go to the phone lines. 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, my professor.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to the diaspora. Good afternoon to your valuable workers at Power 106. Good afternoon to your valuable listeners who are out there listening and learning. But I don't know why they're afraid to take up the phone. Good afternoon to your precious and valuable and loving caller. Dervan.
Yes, sir.
You know, one of the best things we can do for this program for Christmas.
What's that?
Tell your neighbor about the program. Just go over your neighbor's house and tell them to tune into both sides of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Mondays to Friday on Power 106, and tell them to go on YouTube, like the channel, subscribe for the channel, and listen to the program every day. And then we'll have a movement which will take us into the 2030 revolution.
Okay.
So Malcolm, listeners, listen to this. You know that all the countries in the world that set their 2030 agenda are now saying that those agenda will be missed, Mr. Malcolm.
Not surprised. We have seen that coming.
Thank you, Mr. Malcolm. The United Nations say you have 198 countries in the world that recognize as countries.
Keyword, recognized, yes.
Professor, Mr. Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, may I tell you, the more I listen to you and the more you clarify things to me, is the more enlightened my feeling and my spirit. I thank you for that skill. Now, the United Nations mash up Mr. Malcolm. Because what they're finding out now is that one of the things that came out of the Biden Xi Jinping summit the other day in America is that Xi Jinping told Joe Biden that China will take over Taiwan by any means necessary. He told him that at the dinner table. Can you imagine? So Joe Biden know in his state now that as a president of America, the Chinese president told him that at the dinner table. And guess what?
How did he greet him? Did he say "Ni chirlema," which means "Have you eaten"?
Don't know how they greet the one another.
Because it's an ancient form of greeting in China. Because that was always their main concern. First of all, you need to eat. You need to, which makes sense.
Yes.
You need to build up your immune system and so on. Anyway, we digressed for a bit there.
Yes, so Dervan.
Yes.
The United Nations now have realized that this war that's going on, it will only get bigger going forward. And the Americans are now saying that is the Republican and the Democrats, that anybody who wins the next American election will have to be a war president. Can you imagine that? Dervan, you know, as a man, you win a Dervan, Malcolm. It's a Malcolm. You wear a mighty crown on the fourth estate. The fourth estate is a concept that came out of the French Revolution.
C'est vrai, that's true.
Where the Frenchmen are telling the media that, watch here, you see, this revolution where so much people dead, your duty as a journalist must prevent governments from put back the population into slavery. You know that you wear that responsibility around that microphone to the Jamaican people and the diaspora, Mr. Malcolm, as part of your job description.
That sounds like awesome responsibility.
Yeah, they call it fiduciary duty in economics. You know that? And you, Mr. Malcolm, are going to be one of the men who have to interpret the diaspora language when they migrate back into Jamaica. When everything adds up, because a lot of migration going to take place and people running back home.
One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:45.
Greetings from the Language Training Center. Feliz Navidad. Joyeux Noël. Merry Christmas. Give the gift of language this Christmas. Choose courses online or in person. Spanish, French, German, Mandarin, Japanese, English for foreigners, and many others. Come to the Language Training Center. Venez au Language Training Center. New term starts January 11, 2024. Register now. Call 876-926-0375, 920-2165, or 926-2756. 31 Halfway Tree Road. The Language Training Center for all your language needs.
If you now want pop down and enke, give the one mosquito a run the dengue. So no make water settle in open container. But then you read up under the danger. Wash them out, run them away. Tap them with the zapper and douse them with spray. Use mosquito net and mosquito screen. Protect your household now, make them come in. If you now want pop down and enke, give the one mosquito and run with dengue.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The holiday season is filled with happiness and cheer, but it can also be a time of danger for road users. Here's a holiday road safety tip from Petrojam Limited in association with the Road Safety Unit.
Don't drink and drive. If you're going to a Christmas party and plan to have a drink or two, don't drive. Plan a safe alternative to get home. Call a cab or assign a designated driver. Make this holiday season a safe one for all. A holiday road safety tip from the Road Safety Unit and Petrojam Limited, where safety is our #1 priority.
Tis the season, and One Spot Media has a special gift for you and your family. Get 30% off our 6-month subscription plan and receive 1 month free special access to Gleaner Premium. Dive into this world of exclusive content and enjoy live TV, live radio, thousands of hours of video on demand, the e-Gleaner, events, podcasts, and more. Simply log into onespotmedia.com and purchase the 6-month subscription plan. Get in with the joy of the holidays, all in one spot. Offer ends January 31. Conditions apply.
One little Christmas tree was standing alone, waiting for someone to come by. One little Christmas tree that never had grown cried as he looked up to the sky. Oh, please, Mr. Father Tree, the tallest of all, I'm so afraid and so alone. Could one little Christmas tree, so tiny and small, light up someone's home? 'Cause one little Christmas tree can light up a home, so one little child can find a toy. One little Christmas tree can light up a home, so one little heart can find some joy. One little angel who was riding a star cried as she looked down at the tree. Oh, please, Mr. Father Tree, wherever you are, may I give him the star you gave to me. Then in the heavens came a voice from afar, a voice that was heard throughout the world. Go down with the angel guides, give him your star. Tonight he lights the world. 'Cause one little Christmas tree can light up the world.
Remain Virgo. One Little Christmas Tree, his contribution to our musical mix on today's edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. And let's see, it's the eve of the eve. Hold on, what's the date? 22nd. Let's do that again. So it's the eve of the eve of the eve of the. Let's try to work it out. Anyway, it's more than beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It is Christmas. It is Christmas time, and we're happy to be a part of the experience. No, we didn't forget you, Mr. Carter. We know you're holding on. And in fact, going to the break, you were on the subject of potential, to put it in inverted commas, a potential colonization in reverse. Because I think you are projecting and predicting that more of us who are in the diaspora are going to be coming back home. Is that it, Mr. Carter?
Yes, Mr. Malcolm. And you are one of the main persons who will have to help them with the language translation. Because, Mr. Malcolm, hello?
I'm listening.
They passed a law recently to update the domestic crime law, Babsy Grange. And they can charge you from, they used to charge you 10,000. they move it to $1 million. And if you can't pay the $1 million for the infringement in the domestic violence, they lock you up for 1 year. Why are they passing these draconian laws, Mr. Malcolm? Why do you think so?
Yeah, it's a natural response. It's a natural response to try and achieve what is usually referred to as shock and awe.
Shock and awe. Can you explain that further for me, my professor?
So
I can understand it a little better.
So the punishment must be such that we will be quaking in our boots.
Mr. Malcolm.
Yes.
I do a lot of SWOT analysis, you see.
Mm-hmm.
I practice a lot of social entrepreneurship. That's part of my portfolio to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I love people more than money. I was in Africa doing my SWOT analysis this morning between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. All the gambling house in Africa ram. And most of the people who gambling in them are women.
Shouldn't surprise you because
why, Professor?
Because quite a few Jamaicans have been winning the lottery.
Okay.
And the more people win the lottery, the more they invest their hope in a better life and greater things and potentially emerging the winner. So the more people feel that they could win because they see their friends and colleagues and everybody else winning in inverted commas. And so,
put it in inverted commas?
Because nobody wins.
Only the bookie win and the government.
Mm.
And Nigel Clark same collect $8 billion from gambling revenue last financial year. And when these women in these outlets gambling, and you see they pushing the $1,000 in the machine, and these machines have some special colors and special music that entice them to the machine. When they get broke, where do you think they go?
They go to whomever they see as one who can help them out of their situation.
All right, so after leaving Africa, I come in my zone. I roam from 6 miles to downtown Kingston. That's where I roam. And all the guest houses between the vicinity of Agley Park Road and Waltham Park Road, all of them full. What does that tell you, Mr. Malcolm?
That you have been busy checking these places? I'm kidding.
No, you see this domestic violence thing that we have here,
mm-hmm.
that this draconian law, anyone who can form victim to domestic violence at any given time, you know.
Yeah, but it's always a function of how we respond.
Most of us, you know, Mr. Malcolm, are not properly educated or properly trained how to deal with stress management, you know, Mr. Malcolm. That is one of the things that beating the average black man on the ground, you know. Let me tell you this, I'm going to put this suggestion out there, and I'm talking from an economic point of view here, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
As an African male, I believe that the system is set against the African male. And as the economy and the world condition tighten, most African males will be made extinct, either by the system break you one way or them imprison you.
Extinct seems to be a rather charged term for the black man.
You know
the
why
black
I say
male.
That, Mr. Malcolm?
Why?
Tell me, Professor, what's the difference between existing and living? You know that distinction, existing as against living?
Yes, you're going through the motions if you're just existing.
Yeah.
You are still a part of the atmosphere, not the atmosphere, still a part of the environment and the people.
Yes.
And so you're living, you're still doing what you've always done, as opposed to just watching the days go by.
It's 4 things I work for, Mr. Malcolm, that keep me living.
Mm-hmm.
Food, clothes, shelter, and tender loving care. And I am glad that even this Christmas, I have found a way to achieve those 4 objectives without being a bother to anybody, you see. But you see, most of us now, we're having domestic problem with our women. For one reason or another, and most people, even the best professors at the universities, they don't understand what materialism have done to our people and can do to the psyche of our people, especially women. They can't tell you because none of them understand it. It's a new paradigm to all of us. And I just putting this out there to tell our men, African males, you know, watch the productivity that you're getting out of your woman. You have to measure that, you know, and make sure she's reciprocating the love. And make sure that she's treating you with respect, manners, and dignity, you know. Because what I see going on, you know, everything is just geared to lock away the black man for years and kill him in manhood and damage its species growth. Why are they doing these laws against us, Mr. Malcolm, when the economy can function better so that we have a better balance in our existence and enjoy living rather than existing? Tell me, Mr. Malcolm, please.
Well, people recognize what they are able to achieve, and there are some who go after it, and there are others who go the other way.
Okay.
And what has to happen is that the relationships within the African male and their community, the relationships need support.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because without that, the interactions, the relations are weakened. They are weakened, and if you don't have the kind of support, without that support, it's going to come tumbling down.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to leave you with this, Dervan. Between 6 Mile and Tivoli Gardens, all road leading off, Christmas, the eve before the eve before the eve before the eve of Christmas, according to what you said. Most African males in these communities, they can't give them spouse $20,000 for the week for the Coronation Market, butcher shop, and supermarket. It's not on the ground, Mr. Malcolm. The figures are not adding up.
All right, we're up on the break. Let's come back and wrap after this. One moment, please.
Contractors, developers, and small builders. Contact Coast to Coast Group of Companies for high-quality concrete products. The time by Coast to Coast Group of Companies is
3 o'clock.
'Tis the season to be jolly, and the management and staff of Electroworld would like to take this opportunity to wish all its customers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Remember, if you're searching for that perfect gift for Christmas, you need to visit Electroworld at Shop 9, Mall Plaza, Kingston 10. Telephone 926-5851. Electroworld, a whole new world of exciting gifts and equipment.
Ophthalmic Suites, your eye care technology center, offers the latest in glaucoma treatment, corneal, retinal, LASIK, cataract surgery, and so much more for your eyes and vision care. Visit Ophthalmic Suites, now located in Tower Isle St. Mary in Fontana Bay, behind the Area 2 police station. Call us on 876-616-4574 or 876-616-4582. Ophthalmic Suites, bringing comprehensive eye care to the North Coast.
Stevie J. Get this. Whoa. Seem like you know, brother.
Christmas time again, time for family and good friends. Christmas time again, oh I wish it would never end. A special time of year, plenty goodwill and good cheer. Let us celebrate and share, like how the Dada is here. This is the time for us all to come together, live our lives like children of one father. Yeah. Share the good vibes with everyone you meet. Definitely. If it's nice or yard, take it on the street. Christmas time again. Time for family and good friends. Oh, yeah. Christmas time again. Oh, I wish it would never end. Time to hug up and ting. Yam up, drink up and swing. Oh, land and clearing thing. Oh, yeah. This is what Christmas brings. Play some Steve. Hey! I'm loving it. What's gone is gone. Forgive and forget.
The Catalyst crew, Christmas time again. Indeed, it is. Time flies. It's that time of the year. Enjoy it before it disappears, because it's going in a couple of days. So enjoy it, but do so with an air of wisdom as we choose how to do, what to do, when to do, where to do, why to do, how to do. No time like the present. Mr. Carter, thanks again for your patience.
Just to wrap up now, I'm going to send to the Jamaican people. Tell your son and your daughter to live better in the house. And tell them to keep community meetings so that you can hear the problem in the household and somebody can even volunteer to help and get the community more peaceful. Because a lot of Jamaicans want to come home, come spend them good money.
That's
And
right.
they want to come back, come look for them community.
Mhm.
And we need new money.
Yes, you know what I saw? There's a gentleman who, not a Jamaican by birth, but was living in Jamaica, living and working in Jamaica, and he he his sojourn came to an end, and he went back home. But then, after the birth of his son, he came back to Jamaica, not for any extended period, but his idea was to bring him back to uh, where his parents essentially lived, where his family lived, and he wanted his son, his newborn, to know exactly where he's from, where exactly he's from, and the kind of culture that he grew up in, and that kind of thing, and also just to help to nurture the roots of that particular family. So part of it is people, some of us don't know ourselves. Part of it is without the knowledge of oneself and one's heritage and upbringing and all the other factors, then anything goes.
Yes. You have to go teach the people them that next year in a teacher. Dervan,
Mhm,
when they do the balance sheet this end of year, all the media house,
mhm.
they're going to tell you how much profit or loss they make and pay dividends to the shareholder. Mr. Malcolm, don't be afraid to appeal to the public for contribution to keep the watchers of this program alive, because we're going to need you to help navigate the younger ones them through the 2030 revolution in the world, Mr. Malcolm, that they call the Great Reset. It is up on us, because last thing, You know that all the BRICS countries in the world support Palestine, though. And all the NATO countries support Israel. And you know what a lot of the BRICS countries doing now as you speak? They're taking off all of the food stuff that they know those companies connected to Israel and supporting Israel and boycotting the product and throwing them in the rubbish pan. So what we have when those big companies start make losses, governments are going to bail them out and say them too big to fail. It's a revolution going on in the world, Mr. Malcolm. We have to get our community, fix black people, and let over prison. Because the money that them using in the prison system, we want those money to go to the farmers in St. Elizabeth and in Trelawney and in all over the country to plant the food that we need. You don't understand it? We need to, you see when them have them Zozo, Mr. Malcolm, for every police and soldier that the government put on the ground, we as people must put 10 social workers to go into the household and fix the house them voluntarily. And if the person who want to give you some dinner for your effort, you eat the dinner and go home if you like how the food smell. Now that them thing that we have to do, Mr. Malcolm.
Which can work as long as it's the level of community spirit is where it's supposed to be. Without that, it will just fade away.
We have a spirit and compromise, Mr. Malcolm. And you have one named tolerance and patience.
That's right.
And lockdown.
Yep.
I hear you play a tune, you say a poem. Christmas must be a verb, don't?
That's right.
You see when you play that poem there, and I hear the next part of the poem where you say out of your mouth. And that me I say, hear my professor. You say every gift you get, it melts in the sun.
Those are not my words, actually. I wish I could claim them, but they're the words of Mark F. Stone.
Tell the people them when say about gifts, Mr. Malcolm. Every gift you get one.
For many, the gifts are the be-all and end-all. The big screen, the tablet, the Barbie, and the Ken doll. For me, gifts I get are like ice in the sun. I cannot recall them. No, not even one. How did I find a true way to remember the import of each 25th of December? The quest to acquire is an urge one can curb. The lesson I learned was make Christmas a verb. Yeah, that's...
Christmas must be a verb.
Mm-hmm.
That means when Christmas done, we don't want no more politicians in our community to divide we up and rile up with spirit over no PNP and GLP politics in our boss.
That's right.
Hallelujah, Professor. Hey, I want to say to your callers, you know, I love the callers, them may say, Dervan, this program have some of the most educated and intelligent callers in the world. Take care.
Thank you. Take care too. All the best.
Christmas.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Same to you. Here's a message from Natalie. She says, good afternoon, Dervan. Oh, you're very kind. If I were to read your message, I would come across as being self-serving, so I will not read that part of your message. Thank you very much anyway. Let's go to the phone lines once again, 876-922-4112-5. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Dervan. How are you?
I am fine, thanks. And you?
I am wonderful. This is Elaine Coleman.
Oh, yes. Good to hear from you. Sorry, I saw the message popped up and then it went off and I wasn't sure what happened there.
Yes, I made a call and I got through. I know how hard it is to get on to you.
Yes.
But I am just calling in this festive season to advertise our fundraiser at York Street Primary.
Sure, by all means. Go right ahead.
It is York Street Past Students Association will be celebrating their 27th anniversary. and the 31st of December at York Street Primary School. Contribution, couples, 9,000, single, 5,000. Please come and celebrate with us. Proceeds is in aid of our community park and resource center.
Okay, that's very good of you and the others who have gotten together to make it happen. This is not the first time, is it?
No, this is the second time.
Mhm.
I remember you were so kind to come to York Street.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
That's where, and there was a what you call it, a mobile health.
Yes, OID when they came for the health fair,
Mhm.
the health fair at York Street, and we were so happy to have you there then.
Yes.
So we are hoping that this will be a grand event to help us do more for the community. It is needed. So,
Yes. That's a good thing you're doing. Keep it up.
okay, Dervan, thank you very much. And I'm going to wish you all the best for the coming holidays and the new year. God bless you and your family.
Bless you too. Thank you very much. All the best.
Okay, Dervan.
Okay.
Have a great one.
Same to
Bye-bye.
you, Elaine A. Coleman, greeting us here on both sides of the story. She's a member of the York Street Past Students Association. They're celebrating their 27th anniversary on the 31st of December at York Street Primary School. Contribution, couples $9,000, single $5,000, and they encourage us to go out and celebrate with them. And Chris Banton says, "Big up yourself, Sir Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm, I'm calling on the government to join in solidarity with Fitz Jackson to keep our banks in check. Can you believe that Scotiabank, Jamaica, charged me a fee to speak with their customer service agent?" Oh dear. That's that's an area of our affairs these days that we need to pay close attention to ensure that value is being added by those who propose to help us to manage our assets. But it is important that a great level of empathy is employed in that whole exercise. Otherwise, it's all kinds of ill treatment. Let's go to the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:15.
no more long wait at Kingston was limited. Thanks to the click and collect alternative. An easier, faster, safer process of clearing your barrels without any glitch.
With click and collect, nothing hard. When sending from foreign to yard. Sign up today. And from abroad, you can manage clearance and pay online. Your loved one just has to collect. Easy.
Sign up, you click quickly, you collect. Sign up, you click quickly, you collect.
For more information, WhatsApp 876-577-8905.
May the true meaning of the holiday season fill your heart and home with many blessings as you celebrate faith, family, and the joy of giving. That's the wish for you and your family from the management and staff of Caribbean Chemicals, the leading manufacturers and distributors of insecticides, herbicides, and fungicides. Caribbean Chemicals, 2 East Ashenheim Road, Kingston, wishing you a bright and joyous holiday season and a prosperous new year.
Walk with my brother, in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with
with every step I take. Let this be my song of vow to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. On earth, and let it begin with me. Let peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. If we could take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. On earth, and let it begin with me.
That is night. Let there be peace on earth. We need as much of it as we can get. As much of it as we can get. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Good afternoon to those who have joined us. Francine Ellis says, good afternoon, Dervan. Merry Christmas to you and your family when it comes. Thank you very much, Francine. Same to you. Beverly Robinson, good afternoon to you too. Dukey Nanny says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Enjoying your discussion from Panama City. Welcome, Dukey Nanny from Panama City. He used to work at Power 106, actually. But he lives in Panama City these days. And here's Elaine A. Coleman's reminder. Hi, Dervan. York Street Past Students Association will be celebrating their 27th anniversary on December 31st at York Street Primary School. Contribution, couples 9,000, singles 5,000. Please come and celebrate with us. That's the urgings of York Street Primary. And let's check in with some of the other messages and calls. In fact, there's a call that came in from David Crossburn. He had been holding for about 11 minutes and 25 seconds. Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Crossburn. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Good afternoon to you and all the listeners. Just a couple brief comments. Really, the reception is still very in and out. For the new year, God's willing, it would be good if the engineers could spend a little, maybe half a day, 3/4 day in each of the areas and observe for themselves. I think it's a deep problem that maybe the Spectrum Authority would have to have an handler. It's very deep, Dervan. 2 days ago, I lost it for the entire day. And most of today, very little. In and out, in and out. You don't hear it consistently. And I hear other callers calling about the reception. But beyond that, the lady from York Street, I want us to congratulate her most heartily. She warm heart. It's an area I'm very familiar with. I was growing up in the adjoining district, Treadways, which is adjoining to York Street. And I would really like to see their function be a success. I know a lot of stalwarts from that area, the masters, the faces, a lot of people. Only recently I read about a huge achievement of one of the faces that attended Intel, and he was extremely successful. And I look forward that one day they could put together a storyboard on the community center that she's mentioning. I'd really love to see that happen. And secondly, I did not plan to call you today. I was taken aback, but I heard Neville, and he invoked this call from me from two perspectives. One, the United Nations in 2005, between 2005 and 2007, they had the British government had called for something, and they responded. And to the call was some, I can't remember exactly what it was though, but it was during Prime Minister Tony Blair's time and Hillary Benn. And they sent me an endorsed copy of a book. I think it's DFID, the name of something to do with the British government, and DFID, some funding agency or something. And in it, two very critical, important information that I read, that in 1,000 years I will not forget it. One of it says that hunger is they quoted a Ghanaian proverb. Hunger is not something you can speak about. You have to experience it. You have to go through it to really talk about it. You have to feel it to speak on it. And I say it was so truthful. So, sometimes we talk about things, but the next person really has to go through it to really get the gist of what it is. And the other information that came in that, call it a manual or a catalog, whatever it was, it says that the United Nations which came about in the 1940s, came into a world that was of a different era, totally different from what the present world we are in. For example, as Neville was pointing out, of the 193 countries, and 198 said, okay, stop the war, let us call for peace. And the United Nations wasn't able to get a consensus on that. It tells us a lot, that we could not come to a consensus to stop a war. That's really a frightening situation where we are at this point. And finally, I just wrap up by this, Dervan. Neville mentioned about families coming together and be peaceful and so on. He have a real fine point, and it's my wish, my aspiration, because as you mentioned about Christmas Eve, which will be due in another couple of days, you're so on point, because that was what Adam said to Eve. Adam says to Eve, to Eve. It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. The day after Christmas, I will be, God's willing, I'll achieve 15,320 days of togetherness with my wonderful wife. And I'm really thankful for God for the journey. A friend introduced me to my masterpiece, and I said, certainly in the words of Atlantic Star, the work of art is true, and I'll treasure you. And on Tuesday, we will mark 15,320 days of togetherness. And I pray God that our togetherness will be as endless as the circle of our ring. All of our best to you and to your listeners near and far. And I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that Jamaica can become the country or the place that we all aspire to be. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. And very, very profound sentiments there. And we join the rest of Jamaica and indeed the world in saluting and celebrating you and your wife as you move into another phase of your remarkable relationship.
Thanks very kindly. Thanks a lot.
No problem. After all, I'm not a part of it, so I have nothing to do with it. You have both put it together. You have done it. You have both done it, and you're still doing it. Yes. Well done. Well done.
Thanks.
All the best.
It's a friend of mine. I just closed.
What's it?
It's a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Called me now and said, I was in St. Thomas working by Jamaica Sugar Estate, and a friend of mine said, be in your best appearance. I will be taking you out into Moran Bay to introduce me. So he gave me 2 weeks to prepare myself to be in my best appearance,
Okay.
And that was it from then on. Thanks be to God.
I see. Good. All right, let's thank you very much and all the very best for the rest of the season and beyond.
Indeed, thanks.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. For the caller who wanted to confirm the actual day, Thursday, the 16th of April, 1942. April, well, these devices, it's like a mind of their own. You're there reading and they just pull the plug. Oh boy, let's see if we can retrieve this message now. After the break.
Help us protect Jamaica's borders. Tell us about any illegal guns coming through customs-controlled areas. Call Crime Stop at 311. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 3:30. The management and staff of Mighty Midget Restaurant wish for all loyal customers and friends the best for this holiday season. They express sincere thanks for your support throughout the year. Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year from their family to yours. Season's greetings. The management and staff of Geoland Title Limited from all their branches island-wide would like to thank their valued customers and business partners for your support in 2023 and look forward to continue serving you in 2024. Own land and have no title? Contact Geoland today at 876-754-6436. Geoland Title Limited. Secure your land. Secure your future. Happy holidays.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
The great Nat King Cole. Thank you very much as we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Our program assistant on duty is Adrian Reed, doing technical and production duties. We're continuing with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. That's 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. For the caller from the 772 number, sorry, we're not able to take your call at the moment. It means the line is engaged. The line is engaged, and that's why you're not getting through. Hope you'll have the patience enough to hang on or to call us back, whichever works for you. Sorry about that. And there are some other messages that have come up since the last time we checked. We go to this one. Clarky, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Happy Friday to you and your listeners. I just want to wish for you and the staff of Power 106 a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2024. Christmas reminds me of the Savior who was born on Christmas Day. Clarky Bless in Hunstown, St. Mary. Thank you very much, Clarky Bless in Hunstown, St. Mary. Dr. Dunn in Skokie, Illinois says, Merry Christmas, Sir Ambassador Malcolm. Please say hello to Alejandro Thaxter, an avid listener to your program, past student of Titchfield High School, and former member of their Schools Challenge quiz team. He received a full scholarship to Virginia State University as a result of his outstanding academic achievements. He's currently visiting for the holidays. Blessings. Blessings to Alejandro Thaxter. All the best. And let's go to another call, 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm.
Good afternoon.
I want to wish you and the staff and your family a blessed holiday, sir.
Thank you very much. Many happy returns to you and yours.
Thanks very much. I do not celebrate Christmas because I do not believe in Christmas, you know.
That's fine. You're free to believe what you want to believe. Nothing wrong with that.
And I must tell you, sir, that I am very happy that you could give us this medium where we can be heard all over the world. And we know that there was a lot of constructive things that come from a lot of us. And I've learned a lot from you when you come on to history, you know.
Happy to hear that. Thank you.
This morning I heard a lady and another station was bigging you up, and the host also bigging you up in your program.
I'm humbled and
And
honored.
I'm trying to listen to you daily, you know.
Mm.
And I was when I was doing some history, I think it's in the 3rd century, 33, 36 AD, that's when the first Christmas was celebrated by Pope Constantine of Rome as the birth of Christ. But it is said that the winter solstice was celebrated on December 25th, which is a pagan holiday. So these are some of the things why I do not believe and celebrate Christmas.
That's fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
So I'm looking for great things coming next year, sir. I will be having the parish council election, and I hope that we will not be sidetracked. People will see themselves as Jamaicans. We go out and make our choices. And one of the things I wish for is that the Caribbean income will stop, you know, because those things bring a lot of misery in people's lives. The grudgeful and bad-minded and a lot of our people have perceived. I hope a change can be made, because these kind of things create problems and anger, killing and fighting, you know. So we need to move away from that and show the love, you know.
Yes, we need to demonstrate that we are a maturing democracy.
Very much so, sir.
Yes.
Let me come on, I want to big you up and appreciate what you have been given us the opportunity to kind of express ourselves.
Thank you for making the time to pick up the phone and call us or to message us. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So all the best.
You too. Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. I believe Mr. Henry Morant has something to say. Hello, Mr. Morant. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir. And I wish for you Christ for the season. And I know that the 2024 will find you experiencing His graciousness through this life.
Thank you.
I forwarded a document to you. I don't know if you have got it as yet.
Well, assuming it was recent and there was no problems with the recent document.
Okay. Can we ventilate it, or you don't have the time?
Take the time while you can get it.
Okay, so I'm going to pull my copy so that I can read it back and see how best we can get some ventilation on it. Okay?
Yes. In the meantime, I'm still looking to see the email. Haven't seen it yet.
All right. But you have your system has that knowledge receipt of it?
Still not seeing it.
Oh my.
You don't have a copy near you, do you?
Yes, I have a copy, but with my copy, but I get use my copy.
right. Well, let's put you on pause for a moment. All right. One moment, please. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. Text line same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. Still not seeing any message from Mr. Morant, but we're still looking.
Okay.
Still looking. Still looking. Yeah, still not seeing anything. So we'll just keep going unless you're able to share whatever thought or idea you wanted to share. No. You want to forward it? Well, the sooner the better, because time is going.
What is the best? No, one moment. What is the best? What are the numbers to use to get it to you now?
No, it wouldn't be. It would be. There's no one who can help you to get across a WhatsApp message.
Yes, 1 minute.
All right. See if you can fix that off air for us, please. Yeah, go ahead. Have the conversation off air, please. Okay. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. And still taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. All right, until you get it together, Mr. Morant, we're going to go with another caller for the time being. And you can message us or call us back to let us know if you are prepared to share the idea or thought that you had. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling Both Sides of the Story. Go ahead, please.
Idea or thought. Good afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
I don't know if you ever have a experience of telling someone or telling Jamaica your experience of Christmas.
No, my experience is like mostly everybody else's. There's nothing extra about it. Just calm, peaceful, making sure the place is clean, the curtains are changed, the crockery in the break front are washed and dried, and the entire area is thoroughly cleaned. And when it's dinner time, we enjoy that. And after that, we relax and we talk and we play a couple of games, just amongst us as family members, basically. Just nice and easy and calm. Hold the line, please. Hold the line, please.
For any project, ABC Electrical Sales has all your electrical supplies at the best prices. 8 Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 754-3714. The time by ABC Electrical Sales is
3:46 on Power 106.
Tis the season, and One Spot Media has a special gift for you and your family. Get 30% off our 6-month subscription plan and receive 1 month free special access to Gleaner Premium. Dive into this world of exclusive content and enjoy live TV, live radio, thousands of hours of video on demand, the e-Gleaner, events, podcasts, and more. Simply log into onespotmedia.com and purchase the 6-month subscription plan. Get in with the joy of the holidays, all in one spot. Offer ends January 31. Conditions apply.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing, and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells time and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle up around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. It's another special edition of Both Sides of the Story, laced with Christmas songs and carols, etc. And of course, still taking your calls, still reading your messages, still sharing thoughts, ideas, etc. The numbers to call 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. Yes, sir, you were saying.
What about wishes, Dervan? Wishes like Christmas wish or even wishes for the upcoming years?
No, it's always wishing for the best, wishing people the best, and hoping for the best and hoping to make the best of whatever possibilities and opportunities abound. And we do the best we can to take care of ourselves and our family members and our neighbors. We keep in touch, etc. But it's just about being cool, calm, and collected, quite frankly. And once we have sufficiently been able to do that, then other things fall into place.
Dervan, my wish for this God-given country, Dervan, is to rival country like Singapore, country like Canada.
Hello? Internet issues. Hello?
Reaching that standard in
we should let you know that we missed a part of what you were saying. We missed a part of what you were saying a while ago.
Yeah, what I was saying, Dervan, my wish is for Jamaica to rival country like Singapore, Canada, or even the US of A in living standard
Why not, sorry to cut you, but why not concentrate on being the best that we can be, as opposed to to positioning ourselves in some kind of a rivalry with, as you say, US or Singapore, etc. Why not be the best we can be as far as
Dervan, sometime you got to have a aim, and I'm saying Dervan, I'm just asking the four influential P's. Dervan, who is the four influential P's in this country, Dervan?
How did you arrive at that?
Well, I'm thinking of the private sector, Dervan.
Yes.
As one of the P. The police as one of the P's.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking of the politician.
Mm-hmm.
As one of the P's, Dervan, and I'm not leaving out the clergy in reference to the pastors. Dervan, I'm saying, if these four P's could come together and keep a private meeting within themselves and tell themselves, we're gonna give Jamaica a chance to be the best that it had supposed to be. Dervan, would you believe that this country would be one of the most influential country and the best country in the world, sir?
Well, we are already the biggest little country in the world, and we continue to punch above our weight. The data is there, the history is there, the archives. We have come a far way. Yes, we still have a far way to go, but we have achieved a lot of great things as a country. Notwithstanding our shortcomings, we're still going.
Dervan, I'm not going to take much time, Dervan, but can we spend even a minute on each of the P's, Dervan? What you feel that the police is short of now?
No, I wouldn't want to rob you of your opportunity to share your ideas. You're the one who has put forward the 4 P's. So I'm enjoying listening to you characterizing these 4 P's.
But I'm a person who loves dialogue, Dervan. I'm not the person who strive on monologue. Just like Trevor. Well, my thinking of the P's, which a minute on the police. If the police, Dervan, would just spend more time with the people and be a part of the people and feel the plight of the inner city person when it comes on to crime, and just say to themselves, am I doing a polite job? Am I doing an honest job? Am I collecting a salary
on false pretense, and that is the police. Now I'm the pastors, Dervan. Just a minute. If the clergy in this country, and I'm speaking of our sector, I'm speaking of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, the Catholic, the Presbyterian, the Anglican, and so on. If these clergymen would just preach the story that Jesus Christ preach when he was a part of us on earth. Love thy neighbor and be someone that.
But the churches have been preaching that and more for I dare say for centuries.
Yes, Dervan, but we have seen where many pastors and clergymen has fallen short of being much gracious. And Dervan, our politician, if they would just act, and am I being mean and greedy? Just ask themselves that question. Am I being mean and greedy? Just ask themselves those two questions. Am I being mean to the Jamaican people, or am I acting greedy? What you have to say about that, Van, about the politicians, Van?
I would love to hear them answer themselves, having asked the question of.
And Dervan, yeah, continue, sir.
No, I was just saying I would love to have them answer themselves. If as you say, if they could ask themselves, to check themselves, use the opportunity and the moment to check themselves. Am I being mean? Am I being greedy? Too greedy, etc. I would love to hear the responses to those two questions.
And Dervan, and last but not least, the private sector. Are we being honest to the Jamaican people? Are we, as the people who is on...
Hold a moment, please. One moment.
At Wellington Dental, they offer cleaning, filling, whitening, and other services for the entire family. The time by Wellington Dental is
4 o'clock. Hollywood Douglas and Associates Limited and its subsidiary Environmental Science and Technology Limited, the leading environmental management consultancy firm in Jamaica for over 38 years. CDA Tech operates by their slogans, quality service at its best, and science and technology for sustainable development. From their families to yours, they wish you all the best for the season. Telephone 876-929-8824 or visit 14 Carvalho Drive, Kingston 10.
Give love, give love, give love this Christmas. Give love, give love, give love this Christmas. Christmas is a time for love, a time for giving and sharing. A time when children beam with joy. They seem to know that someone's caring. You should know the greatest gift is free. That's So love, give it willingly. It's so easy. You turn it on and on. Honey to love, honey to love. You have inside's no good to you unless you share it. Share love will fill your heart with joy and warm your spirit. You should love toys and things will fade away, but the gift of love remains forever and ever so. Love is love, love is love, love is Christmas. Love is love, love is love, love is Christmas. Nowadays, some of us kids aren't quite sure what Christmas really is. Mommy and Daddy always told me that Christmas was a happy time, especially for kids. But now it seems that grown-ups have turned Christmas into one big shopping spree, when the best and most precious gift of all is within us, and it's free. That gift is love. Let's give lots of it this Christmas and all throughout the year. Breathing universal love of Christ's child and forward, so we can leave the pain of hate and misery behind us. You should know toys and things will fade away, but the gift of love remains forever.
Listening to Jem Myers, and it sounds like other members of the stage crew. You know, she usually works well with the stage crew and or Fab Five. Give love this Christmas. Let's go back to the caller now who wanted to give us his thoughts on the final of the P's, the 4 P's. Hello.
Yes, Dervan. And last but not least, the private sector, Dervan. I'm telling these gentlemen of this group, whenever them get them chance of being the leader of this wonderful group, can they ask themselves if they have done well being in that position to hold the politician, the police, and the pastors to honor their position that they have attained in this country. Because we know Dervan, that the PSOJ is one of the most powerful group of people and the most powerful organization in this country. Just ask themselves, did I do enough to make this country be the best? As Usain Bolt and people like Asafa Powell,
people like Dervan Malcolm
Tell
and
me.
many Jamaican have put this country on the map. Do we all these people to true account to give this country a chance of being the best in the world to attain the goal of being the country to live, to raise a family, and to enjoy life as all life should be for all you human beings. Dervan, thank you for having having me today, and I'm wishing you and the staff of Power FM a Merry Christmas and to keep the Jamaican people entertained and keep the station on top as how it has been. Okay, Dervan.
Sure. Thank you very much for your contribution. All the very best for the rest of the season and beyond.
Okay, sir.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. This message says, good day, Mr. Malcolm, and to all you listening across the world. Mr. Malcolm, please tell me what is happening in Little Jamdong. I went to Payless in Spanish Town shopping center, bought a pair of Reeboks. It was too tight, so I took it back to exchange. The cashier told me no refund, so I took something, but it did not come up to the amount of cash, and she couldn't give me back my money. I would like to know what kind of something is that. Please ask the right authority to investigate this matter. Nothing can go like this. The price commissioner, if we have one, this one cannot leave like this. People have no rights in our country. Please see that one takes up in hand justice. We need Jagaid. Well, you can start by getting in touch with and we're sorry for what has happened here, for your situation, your experience as a consumer. But the Consumer Affairs Commission has developed quite an impressive reputation of ensuring that not just the consumers, not just the customers, but that they also have the merchants, so that the Consumer Affairs Commission has demonstrated a level of balance and fairness in the adjudication, in a manner of speaking, the adjudication of these issues that arise when consumers do business with merchants. But they do a remarkable job. They manage to settle a lot of issues, and they also, I'm trying to remember the figure I heard, that for this year alone, I don't want to give you the wrong figure, but if you perhaps Google Consumer Affairs and Consumer Affairs Commission refunds or Consumer Affairs Commission issues or something like that, it should bring up information telling us the extent to which the Consumer Affairs Commission has helped us as consumers to get a hold of our our resources, our money, for example, and also to ensure that our efforts don't go in vain by virtue of not having our matter dealt with. So I would humbly suggest, Mac, otherwise known as Bunty, I'd humbly suggest that as soon as you can, maybe soon after Christmas, as in the day after Boxing Day, so as early as that, just try to get a letter to or put through a call to the Consumer Affairs Commission. As I said, they have a reputation and they have been doing a very good job if we can go by the data, and I believe we can, according to the data that they put out. And we want to encourage you to try the system, because we know the system has been working, and we're humbly suggesting that you try as well and see if it works, because our understanding is it does in fact work. But sorry to hear of that situation, but don't let it go that way. Please get in touch with the Consumer Affairs Commission. Horace, otherwise known as Spider, says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Is there another force that ruled the entire universe? How can we say to save mankind, God has to send his son to die? Does that... I'm just trying to make out what Horace is trying to ask here. Does that... Oh, gosh. We can be saved. Saved from who is God? Have someone else to answer to? This argument is crazy when you study some of these planets. If you were to get there at the speed of light, it would take hundreds of years to get there. Mr. Malcolm, you have more stars in the sky than every sand grain on all the beach in the world. For an all-powerful God, the Bible is telling us that for mankind to be saved, God of the entire universe has to send his only son, his only son, to save mankind, writes Horace, otherwise known as Spider. And also Henry Morant still trying to reach us. I see a letter to the editor. I wonder if this is the substance of your message. The device is taking a while to make the information accessible. It's open now. Let's take the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:15. Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Cut back on recurring charges. Do you subscribe to services you never use? It's easy to forget about monthly subscriptions to streaming services and mobile apps that charge your bank account, even when you're not regularly using these services. Review your spending for charges like these and consider canceling unnecessary subscriptions to hold on to more money each month.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Santa get up in a mango tree, mango tree, mango tree. Santa get up in a mango tree, but to ball out. What a Christmas treat! Then Santa said, come help me down to the ground. Santa said, come help me down, come do your Christmas deed. He knew what he got be guiding with his shining light, nice and bright. Winky said he will help him out, then Santa had no doubt. lucky one donkey and a needy tree. The hopper fall on the porch in me. The donkey start the holla and ball. Santa said, "Chut, Jenny, don't worry at all. Dilly, dally, dilly, dally." The donkey start the dally down the road. Dilly, dally, dally down the road. The donkey start the dally down the road. Santa said, "We happy deliver this load," and then him throw the toys this way, the toys that way, toys the other way. Him give and give and give away. Everybody wake up, happy Santa is boss. Santa is boss. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas, Santa. All of us are glad to have you back, and we love you very much. And we hope you come back and spend some more time with us. Merry Christmas, Santa. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas from me, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas.
Santa Ketchup in a Mango Tree, Faith Dagula. She's quite an impersonator when she's ready. She also does an impersonation of Louise Bennett. And so that's another of the selections as we continue the build up to the big day, Christmas Day, Monday, the 25th of December. And that's off the top of my head. I hope I got that right. And we thank you very much. We see the messages coming in and the calls. Let's go to this call, 876-922-4112-5. Those are the numbers to call. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Yes, Father Malcolm, good afternoon, and Merry Christmas to you and the staff and everybody when Christmas comes in a couple hours from now.
Thank you very much, and the very same to you and yours.
Okay, but I want to ask this question. I know it's Christmas that time for giving and sharing and looking out for the less fortunate. Who's going around and checking on the homeless and the have-not?
Well, there are those who have been doing this and are still doing it. If you look at organizations like the Salvation Army, they have been garnering resources from the general public in order to meet the needs of those who fall short in terms of resources. And so we see them as we go in and out of shopping plazas. Sometimes we give them something, sometimes we don't, etc. So there are those who are still looking after the interest of the less fortunate.
Okay, but you say they get support from the general public. So what about the government? They don't give them anything to help out? Sometimes I hear some people from the government and the news talking how much billion the government taking a year time, or sometimes from people who in illegal activity. So all those money supposed to go around and help out the less fortunate.
Not all that money. Some of it perhaps at different points, but I don't have that kind of evidentiary information to be able to say X amount was given for this and that, and the devil knows what.
All right, before I go, you have a system in place there, like if you're not working, you can apply for certain thing and the government make sure you get a check on one time until you get a job.
No. What I do know is that there's a PATH program, the Program of Advancement through Health and Education, which seeks to assist some of the most vulnerable in our society. The funds are never enough and will never be enough.
All right, this is the last one. Now, I think for the last 10 years, I listen to the Road Safe for the Country people. I have this commercial every Christmas that
That's not a commercial. It's properly referred to as an infomercial.
Yeah, infomercial.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks for the correction.
Yeah.
They say if you drink, don't drive. What if you drive, you can't drink?
All right, this is serious business. We're not going to joke around with that. Not this afternoon.
All right, boss, I hear.
All right.
Yeah, but on a serious note, the people, well, every country have their system different. I remember some years ago when them said the US going to recession. The government announced a thing where and you go for taxpayers. Once you work or you used to work and you're paying tax, they make sure every month, you at least 3 to 4 months, they send you a check until you get a job. So in Jamaica, I think, well, I understand the politician, they're only interested when election come around. They can pack you with promises, which they can't fulfill. But they should have
holidays. Steelcraft Limited offers grills, gates, stainless steel rails, hand drums, and much more. The staff takes pleasure in extending season's greetings to all customers, wishing you and your family a peaceful season. And as the new year approaches, they look forward to serving you even more. May the spirit of good cheer and love abide in your home this season. From Steelcraft Limited, celebrating 50 years.
'Tis the season, and One Spot Media has a special gift for you and your family. Get 30% off our 6-month subscription plan and receive 1 month free special access to Gleaner Premium. Dive into this world of exclusive content and enjoy live TV, live radio, thousands of hours of video on demand, the e-Gleaner, events, podcasts, and more. Simply log into onespotmedia.com and purchase the 6-month subscription plan. Get in with the joy of the holidays, all in one spot. Offer ends January 31. Conditions apply.
When Christmas first came on this earth, the story of the Savior's birth was told in distant lands.
Sing Christmas song, oh Savior, and holy and holy manger bed, a little babe was born.
Like Christmas puffed perfume the air, a virgin pure a son did bear, to save the whole wide world.
Sing Christmas song, oh Savior, and holy and holy manger bed, a little babe was born.
Soft Christmas breeze blow from afar, tell us the story that we are, all called to worship here. Sing Christmas song, confess your end, holding on will remain your bed, and leave today was gone. Jerusalem candlesticks shed your
It is Christmas time, and we're happy to share with you musically and otherwise. Thank you very much for your indulgence here on your program, Both Sides of the Story. Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. Cuban in Georgia says, Merry Christmas to all the listeners and engineers and all in Jamaica and the diaspora. Sir Malcolm, whatever happened to the case in which the former Speaker of the House hit a policeman off his bicycle, and did Mr. Charles charge for that crash? And if not, why not? I don't know. Sir Malcolm, does the government give back to the people at Christmas time as a good gesture, or assist them with food, stamps, or supplies? Now, people don't wait on the government to do that. They actually get involved. There are a lot of Jamaican families who for years have been hosting treats or mini treats, or distributing care packages, going from house to house, because for the most part, they know where the senior citizens are and who they are. So they go and they seek them out, and they try to get them feeling extra special, especially at this time of year. And so there. Let's move on. Patrick says, good afternoon, Sir Malcolm. May you, your family, and the staff of RGR, and that is bound to happen when you have 5 stations. Is it 5 or 4 in the group? Anyway, that's fine. And the staff of the RGR, you could be saying RGR Communications Group for short. So we'll read it with that in mind. Have a blessed and holy Christmas and a healthy New Year 2024. Thanks for accommodating my many birthday days, anniversary, and big ups during your program in 2023. Patrick Howell. Then he goes on to say, Fitz Jackson has been too dormant, and he believes he is weary and tired. Fitz didn't take Warmington seriously, and this kind of layback attitude by the PNP can cost them these elections. The PNP seems to be laid back and relying on the last poll. Patrick. And then he goes on to say, with regard to appointment by the government hospital, giving long dates, something is missing here, something about it not being normal. I'm going to attend a friend's funeral, Philip Smith, next week because of the constant changing of operations dates at KPH for over 2 years. He had a hernia, which was the cause of death. I'm saddened at his death, which could have been avoided. The Chinese have been brought in to restore the entire rail system. They have taken trolley to Clarendon Park, but could go beyond. This is a great move. We should ask the Chinese to restore the Ward Theatre. Patrick. Miss Dell says, good evening, Mr. Dervan, Voice of New York. Be reminded the other side was there for 18 years straight, and they never did half of what this government has done, says Miss Dell. Mark, or Mac, otherwise known as Bunty, has called us as well. Let's go to his call now. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Greetings to you all, Mr. Malcolm and the rest of listeners. And I just want to say this uncertain circumstance. Mr. Malcolm, we have to take time off and to understand and to gain certain knowledge of our individuals
when we speak. You take, for instance, now, if I and you are a friend, and only wait until certain holiday to give you something to eat, and you cannot provide it for yourself, don't apply to you die for hungry. So why are we thinking of only holiday, or as they call it, Christmas, to say hand out to somebody who in need? It's not natural. We must consider, well, the world had changed rapidly. The universe, the people, every individual have changed rapidly. First thing we speak about LOVE. Have we ever trained ourselves or take time off to train ourselves to have that love for our neighbor? Not at all. Not at all. I'm not speaking in a way cynical, but check it out for yourself and see. We only waiting on Christmas to give somebody something. Why? If we have it. It's not natural. We are so vicious and gravitous, but when I think of it, I read my Bible and I have an understanding of the Bible. For so must love we neighbor as we love ourselves. If a man come, not even a church, you see now, partiality. And if we are partiality with one another, I would see you, and because you drive a nice car, I will greet you. But because the man ride the bicycle, he will not greet you. So we're not trying to read and understand and to put it in practice to love. And even so, we cannot bring ourselves together as love for the rule of the adversary. Revelation 12:9 tells us the one who misleading the whole inhabitants earth, all the leaders them of this country, being leading by Satan the devil. Let me spell it out, Mr. Malcolm. 1 John 5:19 explain he is the ruler of the universe. And we must remember whether we are Presbyterian, Catholic, Hindu, Buddha, or what. We don't take time off to read and study the Bible, for the Bible changed life, Mr. Malcolm. The Bible changed life as long as we study and try to put it into practice. It changed life. Right now we are in Jamaica, and the few of us here, we hostile one against one another. All we could do crave half our riches, and we are just trading here, Look how much money we have in the bank. In the next few minutes, we would have gone and left it. So when we think about the hungry and the poor and the needy and all of that, we are only craving after. But what the Bible says again, the rich will be richer and the poor will be poorer. We have no unity with one another. Two people in the country, politicians, them, two of them, and they all they try to tear down one another. They try to work and realize that we are all people together. Blood and blood. You have the same blood, I have the same blood. You might be different, might be A blood, you have C or whatever. The kind of blood. But we only try to tear down one another. You can do this, you can. Why they don't work together? That is the question I would like to ask any one of them. Why they don't work together to say things can be better until the Almighty God takes over. Why they don't do that? They can't have power. They're greedy, hungry, so they know they don't mess. Mr. Malcolm, I know you can't say anything more than saying a power. They're working with someone. And if you say the truth, you're not there anymore.
No, I don't
so
know.
Let me tell you this, Mr. Malcolm. You have a wonderful day and take care of yourself and love your family. Don't make it and strike a range between you. Love your neighbor, you love yourself. My first person wake up as might be your wife or your sweetheart. Try to love them. Children also. But the children, they have to be happy, they know for teaching people. We are just cheering down one another. I heard that thing over the news the other day, Mr. Malcolm, which part of Judge said that someone.
We're gonna have to take it up. Gonna have to take it up at another time. We have to go to another break.
Okay, Mr. Malcolm, no problem. Have a wonderful day.
Same to you. Thanks for the call. Take care. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Polo 106 FM. There's more after the break.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:45. Power 106 FM takes this time to send warmth and goodwill to you and yours this Christmas season. Here's a Christmas code from Agnes M. Farrow. What is Christmas? It is tenderness for the past, courage for the present, hope for the future. It is a fervent wish that every cup may overflow with blessings rich and eternal, and every path may lead to peace. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from your friends at Power 106 FM.
This is DJ Miller on air, off the air, in your ear, bringing you best wishes and good cheer this time of the year. We'll be right back. Soon come.
These people are multi-talented. They should be on the world stage. You don't believe me? Listen this. Listen this.
It's that time of year again when we reach out to one another like one big family, yeah. I wanna live with you,
and you must live with me, so we can have a good time and party.
spreading the love and harmony. You made us so to the H, to the R, to the I, to the S, to the D, to the M-A-S. Giving us time of year. Children smiling, spirit of love is in the air.
The best gifts you can give. Don't cost you nothing. Give love to one another. Let's spread it across the land. From this family to your family,
it's Christmas.
From this family to your family,
together.
From this family to your family,
this season.
From this family to your family,
at Christmas time.
I told you how it's all. So come one and all, and let's have a ball. Be safe, and remember, drink responsibly.
Yo, Johnny.
Yes, dear.
You see that season, yeah? I three things me have to get, yeah. What that? My sorry, Christmas cake and my llama. Oh. See the one belly? Hey. Him a fi me DJ, but him love him belly. Him alone when them out any party.
You sound guilty.
More energy, energy, energy. I got to say, run the energy night and day.
When you're on the road, take it easy while you walk.
Or you ride, or you drive, stay alive.
Leave your flying machine at home, at home, at home, at home. Yeah.
May I go sing now from this family to your family. From this family to your family, Adrian.
From this family to your family.
I love it.
From this family to your family. It's that time of year again. Time to spread good cheer again. Decorated with a smile and jumping in a box of happiness and pass it on.
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 Pass it on. Pass it on.
From this family to your family at Christmas. From this family to your family this season.
From this family to your family.
From this family
To your family.
together now.
From this family to your family.
And kisses.
From this family to your family. Best wishes. From this family to your family.
I love it.
From this family to your family.
You know the C to the H to the R to the I to the S to the T to the M-A-S. D to the H to the R to the I to the S to the T to the M-A-S. C to the H to the R to the T to the
Thanks a lot for staying with us. You heard there members of the RGR Gleaner Communications Group voicing or putting their best voice forward in a manner of speaking. It's another special Christmas edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, Paro 106 FM, combining music with talk, with messages, etc. Derek Morgan says, Merry Christmas to you and your wonderful listeners, Mr. D, praying for peace, joy, and happiness. Please check in. All right. Thank you very much for your message, Derek Morgan. Please check in with your family and friends. If you're able to be a blessing to someone else, please do it. Stay healthy and safe. Sound advice, Derek Morgan. Maxine Charlton says, good afternoon. Happy holidays to you and yours, Maxine Charlton. Thank you very much for your message. This one saying, can you imagine that I have had no water for days? Where did the rest of that message go? Can you imagine that I have had no water for days now, and no communication from NWC? It's a doggone shame, especially at this time, festive season. Sorry to hear of your plight. Really sorry to hear. We hope that matter is fixed sooner than later. NWC, National Water Commission, over to you. What's the name? What's the area? Not seeing that information right now. If you were to share, if you're able to share some more information with us, and let's see if we can forward the details. And this one says, straight up, when a country is impoverished and sees every foreign investment as being vital to its survival, the environment plays second fiddle and is in grave danger, says straight up. And Taki Lemko says, happy holidays to you, Dervan and staff, and everyone engaged in the program. Blessings. Thank you. Blessings to you too, Taki Lemko. Good to have you on board. Natalie Winter, also on board. And let's clear some more of these messages. Anthony in Montego Bay says, yes, Sir D, it's true. Mr. Bunting didn't fix crime, but so is this government. They won on the rhetoric that they can fix crime. It's all in the name of politics. Or is the caller colorblind? Merry Christmas to you and Power 106 team. Thank you very much for your message. Patrick says, Sir Dervan, I didn't hear you in the Christmas medley and only heard Dion Jackson at the start with intro. Dion can't sing. DWL, says Patrick. I hope for your sake, Patrick, Dion Jackson Miller isn't listening. I hope so. Anyway, it's all good. Let's continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story. Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. And still taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. Apologies to Mr. Morant, who was trying to get in, but it just wasn't happening then. And so perhaps all things being well, we could look to midweek next week, and we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, thank you very much for making it Both Sides of the Story here on Power 106 FM. Let's see. Christmas simply means Christ's Mass, Chrisst Mass. Christmas simply means Christ's Mass. The Christian holiday celebrates Christ's birth, but there are no trustworthy records of the real date. August 28, May 20, April 19 or 20, November 17, and March 28, having all been suggested by scholars as more accurate than December 25. In Northern Europe, Christmas was originally a pagan feast celebrating the winter solstice, a time when ancient peoples built great bonfires to give the winter sun god strength and to receive him. The early church fathers wisely chose a day near the winter solstice as the date to celebrate Christ's birth, the return of light becoming associated with the hope of the world in the birth of the Savior. And so we'll come back to this information. We just thought we'd share with you some of the information we have on Christmas, Christmas card, Christmas gift, Christmas tree. We'll share some of this information in the morning on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. That's from 6 to 9 in the morning, right here on Power 106 FM. In the meantime, thank you once again for the privilege of serving you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, for today, Friday, the 22nd of December, 2023. The moving finger writes, and having writ moves on, nor all your piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all your tears wash out a word of it. All things being well, both sides of the story returns. Monday afternoon, no. Tuesday afternoon, no. Wednesday afternoon, 2 to 5. Till then, this is Dervan Malcolm wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Joyeux Noël. Merry Christmas, everybody. Please be safe.
A shepherd, a teacher is what you could be, or maybe a fisherman out on the sea, or maybe a carpenter.
Hi, Miss Evadne. Good afternoon. Season's greetings to you and yours. I'm fine, thanks. And you? Wonderful. Oh yes. How could I forget? Yes. Condolences once again. Okay. Well, keep me posted.
That the world must be different, 'cause you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you. Yes, I will. You too. Sure, no problem. That's fine. Thanks. All right, take care.
And oh, wonderful kiss he could bring. Oh, what a mansion. Oh, could imagine. Oh, imagine a king.
listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
5 o'clock.
News, comprehensive, powerful, and credible. Power 106 FM now presents a simulcast of Radio Jamaica's News at 5.
Bye. Mm-hmm.